Accountability always finds its way to the surface, but sometimes the road to get there is twisted, dark, and filled with questions that will make your skin crawl. Welcome back to the channel, Pieces. If you've been following our coverage on Nolan Wells and the shocking allegations surrounding the artist D4VD, you already know your instincts were right. Your views on our older breakdowns have been spiking for a reason, because yesterday, July 22nd, 2026, the floodgates completely opened in both of these investigations. We are not talking about internet rumors today. We are talking about official unsealed documents, forensic breakdowns, and courtroom drama that happened just hours ago. Let's get right into it because the math is officially fell into math. We begin in Chicago, my hometown, at the 117th NAACP National Convention, with civil rights attorney Ben Crump took the microphone to deliver the first official update on Nolan Wells' independent autopsy. Now remember, Nolan's family did not trust the local narrative coming out of the Jackson County, Mississippi. They didn't believe their 18-year-old son, a star college football player and a powerful swimmer, just accidentally drowned on the 4th of July trip to Horn Island. They didn't buy the story that he willingly stayed behind on a remote island without his cell phone to hang out with a mystery girl. So, with financial backing from former NFL star Colin Kaepernick, the family sent Nolan's body to Washington, D.C. for a private forensic review by board-certified pathologist Dr. Roger Mitchell. Yesterday, Ben Crump read directly from that independent report, and the findings are deeply unsettling. The official cause and manner of death have been ruled undetermined pending further investigation. Now, a lot of people online are going to hear the word undetermined and think it means nothing was found. But let me read you exactly what Dr. Mitchell wrote in this report. The pathologist cannot rule out if any intervening non-accidental factors contributed to or caused the death of Nolan Wells. In plain English, foul play is absolutely still on the table. But it gets stranger, Pieces. Dr. Mitchell revealed that he faced severe challenges conducting his second autopsy because of what Ben Crump described as missing body parts and incomplete procedures left behind by the state's initial exam. Despite those limitations, the independent pathologist discovered something the local authorities didn't emphasize: red discoloration in the soft tissue at the back of Nolan's head. Crump declared that this specific trauma requires immediate, aggressive investigation because the cause of that bruising is entirely unclear. Nolan's mother, Christine Wansley, spoke briefly at the podium, visibly trembling with anger over the agonizing, slow pace of the local sheriff's department. The state medical examiner claims their initial autopsy is technically complete, but they refuse to comment on Dr. Mitchell's findings. With the grand jury review looming, this red discoloration and the missing 14-minute boat tracking window we exposed are about to force a massive legal reckoning. Chat, let me know right now. Do you think local investigators were trying to sweep this under the rug, type cover up, or incompetent down below? Now, let's pivot from the shores of Mississippi to a courthouse in downtown Los Angeles, where day two of the preliminary murder hearing for 21-year-old rising musician D4VD, born David Anthony Burke, is sending shockwaves through the music industry. If you remember our previous coverage, Burke was arrested in April and charged with capital murder, continuous sexual abuse of a child under 14, and the mutilation of human remains. The victim was 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a young fan who had been reported missing multiple times. Yesterday, prosecutors began laying out a chilling, calculating digital and physical paper trail that turns this case from a tragedy into pure horror.
First-degree murder with special circumstances, the count of lewd and lascivious acts with a 13-year-old, and the count of mutilation of human remains. David will be facing a maximum punishment of life without the possibility of parole. or he is also death penalty eligible. The decision on whether or not to seek the death penalty has not been made at this point.
The prosecution's theory is devastatingly simple. They allege that Burke met Celeste when she was just an 11-year-old fan began an illegal abusive relationship with her. Fast forward to April 22nd, 2025, Celeste allegedly threatened to expose the relationship, an exposure that would instantly destroy Burke's skyrocketing music career. Investigators believe she was lured to his Hollywood Hills home on April 23rd, exactly 2 days before his debut album, Withered, hit streaming platforms. Prosecutors argue he stabbed her multiple times, killing her to protect his fame and financial gain. To prove premeditation and a gruesome cover-up, prosecutors displayed a series of graphic, disturbing forensic photos in court that had Celeste's parents weeping in the gallery. The remains of the 14-year-old girl were found in September 2025, stuffed inside black body bags in the front trunk of an abandoned Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. When forensic investigators unsealed that Tesla, they didn't just find her remains. Prosecutors revealed in court that they found distinct blood pooling underneath the floor mats in the front compartment. David Burke wasn't just transporting her. The evidence shows the violence happened right there. And listen to the desperation. Prosecutors proved that inside that vehicle, this man had placed 11 individual car air fresheners scattered throughout the interior. 11, y'all. He was actively trying to mask the scent of horrific crime while driving that car around town. This wasn't a panic move. This was a cold, calculated attempt to bury the truth. With the vehicle being registered directly to David Burke, the court records revealed that in the months following her disappearance, Burke used online aliases to purchase an array of chilling items, including chainsaws, a shovel, a burn box, and a commercial body bags to systematically destroy the evidence. But the most damning moment of the hearing came when prosecutors played law enforcement body camera footage from February 17, 2024, over a year before the murder. Deputies had conducted a welfare check at Burke's home looking for Celeste. On the tape, the deputy explicitly tells Burke that the girl he is harboring is only 13 years old. Burke looks directly at the camera and says, "She told me she was 18. Everybody's telling me she's 13. Duh." He then calmly tells the deputy he hopes they find her. This video completely dismantles his defense claims that he was oblivious of her age or identity. Burke sat in the court today wearing an orange LA County jumpsuit, completely expressionless as his own digital footprint and Amazon purchase histories were read aloud. The DA expects to call over 10 witnesses across this multi-day hearing to prove there is more than enough probable cause to send David Burke to a capital murder trial. Pieces. Look at both of these cases today. In Mississippi, we have a family fighting through a missing data and a stonewalled investigation to find out how their son ended up with trauma on the back of his head. In Los Angeles, we have a young girl who fell through the cracks of the system while a predator allegedly used alias and chainsaws to protect his streaming numbers. The truth always demands a price, and today, the bill is coming due. Hit that share button, subscribe to keep these names alive, and drop your thoughts in the chat. I'll see y'all in the comments. Stay tuned for the next update. This your girl Reese, the right piece.